So I got a haircut. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Deanna, your resident curly girl, and today I'm going to be talking to you about one of my biggest struggles, finding a hairdresser. Now, I know for a lot of curly girls and guys, this may not be a big problem, but for me, it was. I had the same hairdresser from the time I was 5 years old, and then I moved and I went to college, and I found out just how difficult it can be to find a hairdresser and how important a good haircut is. Now, for those of you who are thinking it's just a haircut, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know how many of you are thinking that, but I'm here to tell you that's wrong. Your hair cannot flourish if it has a bad haircut. A bad haircut can make your hair a lot more frizzy. You can have a bad shape for your hair, which will make it harder for your curls to be defined. And also, a bad haircut, honestly, it just doesn't look good if one side is uneven or whatever. You need to find a stylist that can really get to know your hair and get to know your curls. Now, having a good stylist can be your biggest asset. You can talk to them about your curly hair problems. You can make sure that they cut your hair according to how you like it. They can help manage your curls, offer new products. They studied this. They went to school for this. They are prepared to help you if they are trained well. If they know how to manage curly hair, having a great stylist can be one of the best things for you. Now, for me, I have a lot of different hair textures. This is a lot looser curls, and then the back, my curls are super tight and kinky and coily. So this causes a big problem because a lot of times I go in with a stylist that doesn't know what they're doing, that doesn't take the time to get to know my hair, and I come out with a haircut where the front is like down to here and then the back is like all the way up. And I look like a walking disaster. I try and get my hair cut every 4 to 5 months to maintain its shape and help it grow long and healthy. And when I get a bad haircut, it takes a lot longer to recover from. So I'm here to give you the tips so that you don't have to go through that. It's very important that when you go out and you find a stylist, you find a good one. Now, the first tip I have for you for finding a good stylist is to do your research. Go online. When I go online, I type in Diva Curl salons, I type in Weed Ad salons. Those are two very popular haircuts for curly hair, a Weed Ad cut and a Diva cut. So I go online and I search for salons with stylists that know how to do those two cuts, so at least I know I'm going into a salon that knows how to handle curly hair. You're not going to want to go into a Supercuts or something like that because they don't know how to handle curly hair. You can come out looking worse than when you went in. So definitely go online and do your research. Now some of you are here, great, you already started your research. And for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. If you do like my content, go ahead, go down there, subscribe, hit that little bell for notifications for when I upload a new video. I'm here to help you. So if you're doing your research, that's great, I'm super proud of you. Now my second tip for finding a good hairstylist is to go out and ask curly haired people. If you see somebody who has amazing hair and you're like, look at their hair, they're rocking it, I just love it, I want my hair to look like that, go up and ask them. There's nothing wrong with asking somebody. The worst thing they can do is say no and walk away. That's not going to kill you. Now once you find a salon, you're going to want to go in there and you're going to book an appointment with a stylist. If somebody recommended a specific stylist to you, ask for that. If not, and you don't know where to start, you just went online, searched curly hair salons, Diva Curl salons, Weed Ad salons, whatever, go in and ask for their busiest stylist. Now the stylist is busy for a reason. They are the best. People know that. That's why they go out and look for them. So even if it takes a little bit longer for you to get an appointment, I recommend holding out and waiting for the busiest stylist, and they can refer you to somebody else if they're super busy. But asking for the busiest stylist and getting your first appointment with that busy stylist could be your first step to having really, really great hair. Now once you book that appointment with your stylist, you're going to want to make sure that you book it for a wash and dry consultation. Now if you go in there and your stylist cannot wash and dry your hair, odds are they cannot cut it either. So you want to make sure that you go in and you have somebody who knows what they're doing. Now when you go in to get your hair cut, you're going to want to arrive with your hair dried. That way your stylist can look at your hair, look at the texture of your hair, and really figure out what's going on up here. And it will also help your stylist out to not only arrive with your hair dried, but to take along some photos of styles that you like, of people with similar hair textures. So go online, go on Pinterest, go on Google. The internet is a place with thousands of resources for you guys. Go online, look up curly haircuts, look up 3A haircuts, whatever you want to look up. Make sure that it's somebody who has a similar hair texture to yours. Bring the pictures in because that'll really help your stylist get an idea of what you're going for. Now, there is definitely a couple things that you do not want to do in a hair appointment. You do not want to go in for your first haircut with a brand new stylist and a brand new salon and ask for a radical transformation. Don't go in there asking for a pixie cut or bangs. Just don't go in there asking for anything drastic. Your first haircut with a new stylist or a new salon should be very basic, just a trim. You want to give that stylist time to prove to you that they can handle your hair and that they can do a good job. If you go in there with a stylist that doesn't know what they're doing with your hair, you do a drastic transformation, odds are you're going to be stuck with that haircut for a really long time, and you don't know if the stylist is bad or what the situation is. So you want to make sure that you go in and you just get a trim. Also, don't go in blabbering about what you want right away. I know that may seem counterintuitive, but go in, show the hairstylist your hair, and let them tell you what they think you should do. Like I've said, they are professionals, they have gone to school for this, and they know what they're talking about most of the time. So listen to what they have to say, definitely take that into consideration, and then tell them what you want and show them your picture and see if that follows what they said. This way you can get the best haircut possible for you, for your hair. Every curly haired head is like a snowflake. No two are exactly the same, and you want to make sure that you come out feeling confident and rocking your hair. Getting a good haircut is the first step to having great hair. So make sure that you go in and you definitely listen to your stylist. But if you take anything out of this video, anything at all, this is the most important tip I have for you when you are going into a new salon or new stylist and you're getting your hair cut. Do not go through with it if you feel uncomfortable. It is your head of hair. It's you who have to live with this haircut for the next 4, 5, 6 months, a year, however long it takes for your hair to grow out. You're the one who has to deal with the results of this hair appointment, not your hairstylist. They get to see you for maybe 1 or 2 hours. You get to see yourself in the mirror, in pictures, for the next 4 or 5 months, 6 months, a year, however long it takes for your hair to grow out. So if at any point you feel uncomfortable, make sure to tell your stylist. Yes, they are a professional, but also they don't know your hair like you do. Like I said, every curly head is different, and every person's hair is different, as well as your approach to dealing with your hair. So if you go in and your stylist is using a product that you don't feel comfortable using on your hair, if they go into your hair and go to style it with gel and you don't like gels, tell them. They have options. They have other things that they can use. If you go in there and they go to wash your hair with the sulfate or silicone shampoo or conditioner and you feel uncomfortable with that, let them know before they put it on your hair. This is your hair. Take charge. Like I said before, yes, they're professionals, but they don't have to live with it. So make sure that you take the best care of your hair that you can. If at any point you feel uncomfortable or you don't like how your hair appointment is going, let them know. Like, don't stop them in mid-haircut. Like, hey, I think I'm gonna leave. Let them finish, obviously. But if you finish the consultation and you're like, I don't really think this is the stylist for me, then tell them. Be like, thank you for your time. I don't think you're the stylist for me, but I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. If they're going to style your hair or shampoo or wash your hair with any product that you don't feel comfortable having in your hair, tell them. Say, hey, I don't usually use this type of shampoo. I feel a little uncomfortable. Can you use something else? Hair salons have hundreds of different products they can use. They don't simply have one shampoo and one conditioner, so definitely make sure to ask them. And it's your right to ask about any product in your hair if you feel uncomfortable about it. They're there to cater to you, not the other way around. You don't have to cater to your hairstylist. They're catering to you, so make sure you take charge. Alright guys, so that's all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you get a better idea of how to approach a hair appointment. Now if you do like the video, if you do like my content, make sure to go down, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, hit the bell for notifications when I upload a new video, and leave any questions, comments, or concerns down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!